Hello, I'm Gwendolyn Sterk from Sterk Family Law, and we have the privilege to have Ben Stortz with us today from Cornerstone Services in Joliet, Illinois. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Today we're going to talk about really the services that I have always associated your organization with, although we've learned that you provide a lot of services, which is really dealing with that disabled adult. Is that correct?
Correct, yes.
Primarily where your founding came from and really the evolution.
Yes, that's primarily how the organization was founded 50 years ago, and today we're serving over 1,200 people with disabilities, and about two-thirds of those individuals have an intellectual or developmental disability, and that's kind of our core service.
Sure. And a lot of people, and they have the experience and they have that very strong support model going through the school system. It could be from early intervention all the way till age 22. They get to age 22 and all of a sudden everything's dropped off and they don't know where to turn. Would you say that that's the experience of a lot of people?
And I hear that a lot from parents. And
right.
I think the key in that is to encourage parents to get involved up front as soon as possible as they look, as their loved one ages to that 22 mark, to look out and see what services are out there, connect with your local independent service coordination entity, and get screened for services and get on the state's waiting list, because you want to make sure you're able to provide a smooth transition when you get to age 22.
Sure, and that state waiting list is called the PUNS list, is that correct?
Yes, the PUNS list.
And we have those brochures here as you do, and so we encourage people to learn about that as well early on. But let's say that we have a family who's now age 20 and they know they're going to go through that transition. Can they pick up the phone and call Cornerstone and say, look, this is the situation I'm in. My child is in this condition and maybe not severely disabled and maybe not, with a high functioning disability, but somewhere in the middle. Can they call you? And if they call you, what are you going to tell them?
Yeah, we would. They can call us. We do lots of tours with people too. We'll bring people out so they can see the different types of services we provide, and then we'll help provide them some guidance and direction based on their specific situation, what avenues we think they ought to pursue. But typically we're recommending people get on, like you mentioned, the state's waiting list. That's critical.
Sure. Also
to make sure that they have Medicaid in place, because Illinois has really moved their model to make sure everybody is on Medicaid, and that they can provide a Medicaid reimbursable service. Right. And so those are kind of some key elements that people need to be thinking about.
And then people need to get their guardianships in place.
Yes.
They also need to get the supplemental needs trust in place, and they also need to make sure that they're applying for the Social Security as well.
Agreed.
And these are services that can be put in place before you get to age 22 so that you're ready to then move to that next phase.
Right, and I think that's something the families don't always realize too, is you don't have to wait till age 22. Get these other services or these other supports in place up front, and you can transition earlier if you want. You just can continue to age 22. So,
and then once they get to you, they will then go to various departments, right, to get more support?
Right, so we have a residential department, and it provides a wide array of residential options for people. Right now we have 42 group homes that we have, where we house people anywhere from 4 to 8 people in a home. And it's a home like you or I live in.
Sure.
And it's just that you have 4 to 8 people that are unrelated living together, and then we have paid staff who come in and provide supports to them. They're helping with meal preparation, they're helping with laundry, they're helping with housekeeping chores around the house. They're also helping take people out to explore the community, do activities. Maybe they're going to the Y, or maybe they're going to a play, or maybe they're going to a sporting event, or we're helping them with their recreational needs. So it's a family unit, just like any other family.
Now that's what we would call a state-sponsored unit, though. That would be funded by the state, is that correct? And owned primarily by the state services?
No, those aren't owned by the state. The homes that we have, we own them.
You own them, but they're really the institution owning them rather than the individual, just so the audience is clear.
Yes, the individuals don't. But we also provide the supports to people that don't need the 24-hour care, that they have sufficient skills that they can live on their own. So maybe they're living in their own home or their own apartment.
Right.
And then we're going out and making sure that they're maybe paying their bills, taking their medications.
Right.
Those types of supports that they need, that they don't need us 24/7.
And that really goes to the level of the disability, whether or not you're going to be into a home that is then provided through the state or through Cornerstone, or you're on your own and you get the services.
Absolutely.
For the day-to-day needs. Those are two options that are available, correct?
Right. So Illinois, we serve a wide range of people with disabilities, people that have severe and profound disabilities, all the way up to people that are mild and moderate. So we have, in addition to our residential services, we provide community services for people. These are like day programs.
Got it. So even if you lived with your parents yet, the parents could go to work and bring him to the the child to the day program.
Exactly.
The adult.
They can do it. And the other services become very popular in Illinois that I would encourage families to explore is home-based services too.
Okay.
Home-based services allows an individual to stay at home, and then a la carte the family can buy and purchase the different services they want. They're given a budget that's somewhat flexible, and they can provide, buy a day program service, so they can provide some behavior interventions, or can buy some respite services or some in-home support. So that program's really grown in Illinois, and families should really explore that program.
And then there's also an availability if you are, for example, a parent and you have a 25-year-old and one parent stays home, there's a possibility for that parent to get state support as well.
Yes.
Correct, for caring for that individual.
Right. Yes, there's different options with that, and one of them might be home-based, but there's some different avenues that the family could explore. So.
Got it. And I think a lot of people just don't know that there are just a wide variety of options. I mean, it depends on your family situation, the degree of the disability, what the family availability is, what you're going to be able to provide, how far they're on a waiting list, et cetera. Would that be a true statement?
Yes, exactly. And I think, again, I would encourage families up front as soon as possible to explore those different options. I mean, connect with your local independent service coordination entity, and they can walk you through a lot of those options of what's available. And we can help with that too.
Sure.
But I think they really need to go there first to really find out the whole range that they can explore and again get on the state's waiting list.
But if somebody's paralyzed, they don't know where to turn, they can always start with you.
Yep, and we connect a lot of people, maybe that we don't provide that service, but we can connect people to resources. We want to help people find those.
Right, and really go with an integrated model that all of these services are working together to provide an outcome for an individual to help them move forward in a positive way.
Yes, very much so.
And I think that that's the real message. I mean, it's a real positive message. This is a population that is deserving of services just like everyone else. And so looking at that and looking at it as a category, we've had interviews with people who have had disabled adults, and really they come in and say, I might look different, or I might act different, I might have autism, but I'm just like you. It's no different. And so that's the message we want to share with everybody. And you're able to provide that and to help people move forward with that.
Yes, we are. Yes.
That's so encouraging. So if somebody wants to reach out to you, tell us how.
Yeah, probably the best way would be to visit our website. That's cornerstoneservices.org. There they can also find information on our various services. They can contact one of our departments or just dial our general number, and we can connect them with the specific service maybe they're interested in. So.
Very good. Well, thanks so much. And if you're listening today and you're in that situation, please give Cornerstone a call. If you have any questions or need other resources or just material about Cornerstone, you can also contact our office. Thanks for your time.